17,000 people are impacted by LMHA services every day. LMHA helps service approximately 7,500 households within the Toledo and Lucas County area. The former phone system did not allow us to do much more than make calls and receive messages that were left for us. Providing information to others as quickly as possible, or efficiently, or even be outside the office was absolutely impossible. What we're able to do with Telesystem now is actually be in the office without being in the office. We're also able to look at one another from a distance. So I can be in another state, I can actually be in another country and communicate with staff and actually see an issue as it comes to the surface. What we wanted to do is transport data to be able to put people in places where they could actually work and be productive beyond the office. Suddenly, the office is the world. That's the area, that's the world that we live in now, where the office is wherever you are. So what we're able to do is give people options. The option to work on site with a problem, the option to work on site with staff, the option to work on site with our clients, the option to be in the office and work with coworkers and collaborate to create better opportunities for the people that we serve.
We needed a product that was agile, that could be scaled, that we didn't have to spend a lot of time maintaining, but that also would deliver the types of innovative services that we needed, such as conferencing, voice over IP, video conferencing, and also follow me functionality that allows any of our employees from their desk phone to answer that desk phone on a mobile device. That was very powerful for us. We are a community-based organization. Communication with that community is important to us. It allows us to track phone calls coming in. We can pull metrics from that to see how are people connecting with us, how long are they connecting with us. It saves money, but offers more services than our previous solution. The implementation of it was one of the first ways we saw that. Their team and their staff of implementers got with us and helped us to finalize our phone lines, and we cut back more than 89% of the former phone lines that we had, and now all of our staff have more lines that are accessible to them, but we have the lines that we need, they work when we need them to, and their hardened data center, where our solution is hosted at, is much more secure than LMHA's was, which used to be housed on our own facilities. So now if something happens to our facilities, we still have vital communications with the community.
Telesystem hosted solutions allows me to remain in touch with every employee because they know that I'm always there. They know that they can just touch an extension and not have to even dial a full telephone number, and they can get me at any time. So it really does serve as an additional employee and a service that we utilize to make sure that everyone stays connected to everyone at all points in time. Video conferencing and video phone calls are huge. It allows us to save time. Suddenly, a 1-hour meeting can go down to 30 minutes, where you have to allot people time for travel, you have to allot people time to get settled in. All of that is gone by using Telesystem.
We're no longer talking about just telephone solutions. We're talking now about unified communications. So affordability, definitely a factor. Scalability, a factor. Ability to integrate with our computer infrastructure. What do we mean by that? When you get a phone call, now not only can you get the caller ID on the phone line itself, but also up on the computer screen. That was important. Video conferencing allows us to have expert advice in one central location with several different remote devices out in the field, all connected through the Telesystem hosted services.
As president and CEO, that is absolutely my goal, to maximize the things that I can do with as few tools as possible. So whereas I had an entire office and still do have an entire office, I now have the option to decide if I want to be in that office or if I want to be at one of our multiple sites. Upon arrival, I realized that we were utilizing a service that was not based in Toledo. And suddenly I began to realize and look at the quality of what we were being provided. It was far less than what Telesystem could provide. I looked at the cost, and it was far greater than what Telesystem would require us to pay. So getting more for less made sense. Getting more for less in my own backyard made even more sense. And it allowed me to utilize a product and be able to be a part of its growth. We could utilize that service and we could get faster, we could get more efficient and we could get more effective in those that we serve and support one of our own.
They performed it at a cost ratio where what we used to pay for in 1 month for our phone services now pays for a unified communication solution from Telesystem for the whole year.
Making sure that we have those homegrown relationships, there's nothing better. We're not forced to go to an 800 service. We're not forced to go to a bottomless pit of messages that we hope gets answered.
The implementation of the phone system into the LMHA buildings was quite a project. First, what we had to do was catalog and categorize all of our existing analog phone lines. Now that means alarm systems, phone systems, security systems, and even copier and HVAC systems that all used analog phone lines. We had more than 700 phone lines, and we only have about 130 employees. Once we got those categorized, we had to identify which ones we would convert to a digital fax, which ones we would also need to have some other solution, because some of the older alarm systems require a phone line itself, a hard line. Telesystem was able to help us to accomplish that. And now we have a much more efficient system. We can actually understand our phone bill, not looking at 700 plus phone lines, but looking at a nice online bill from Telesystem. Their services, their implementation, their support, and our ability to reach out and touch someone, so to speak, and get help has been phenomenal. Relative to other services that I've worked with, and I've worked with many all over the country, this has been the best, most supportive, staffing, just the best experience ever. And as an IT professional, that's key. I don't have time to become an expert on every single thing, and I didn't feel like I had to with the support that we received from Telesystem.